What's going on, guys? I just wanted to give you a quick little demo of a offer calculator. Obviously, if you've got MLS access, you're going to want to plug the number you come up based on the comps in your area as the ARV. But if you do not have, MLS access, I want you to use the estimates from the following websites, and we'll come up with an average. This isn't an exact science, but it will, be the best workaround. Also, if you do have prop streams, you can use their MLS comps to plug in a number here as well. But just for this example, I'll show you, based on using the following websites, and we will come up with an offer estimate for you on this property. I've chosen the property at 3614 Lowry Road. It looks like Zillow's got an estimate of just over 77,000. So we will take that number and we will plug that into our estimator. Right here. Then we will go to, let's see, I've got iComps pulled up next. It looks like they're just at 75,000 or a little bit over. We'll plug that number in here. Then we'll go with Redfin. Their estimate is just under 78,000. Then we'll go with e-appraisal. Their estimate is just right at 73,000. Then lastly, we'll go with RealQuest Express. And their appraisal is on the high side, it's at 82,000. And that brings, our average cost to 75,987. We will plug that number in over here under the ARV. And the amount of discount, most markets are, in the lower end are at 70% discount. There are some markets, where the discount will be as high as, even 82% I've seen. This is going to be based on basically the buyers in your market. You need to determine, what they are currently paying. And that's what number you're going to want to put in there. But just for this demonstration, we'll put in 70%. You're going to want to find the square footage, which it looks like it's 1225. We'll plug that in here. And then our repair estimate. This is going to be a dollar amount times the square footage. So for no repairs, just lipstick repair only, paint and very, very, very minimal work needed. We're going to take $7 times the square footage to come up with the repair estimate. If it's a cosmetic repair and just needs, moderate rehab, we are going to go in at $17 a square foot. If it's a full gut job that just needs, everything replaced, windows, counters, cabinets, flooring, we're going to go at $27 a square foot. Now, in some of your high-end markets, such as, LA, San Francisco, these numbers are going to be much higher. But for the bulk of the country, these numbers are a very good estimate. So let's just go with like a moderate, repair number at $17 a square foot. That brings your rehab, amount to just over 20,000, almost 21,000. Then you're going to want to plug in your desired wholesale fee. We like to keep those fees above 10,000. So this will give you a good starting point to by plugging in 10,000. You can obviously play with this number and plug in 15,000, 20,000, 5,000, whatever your business plan calls for. So basically, based off of the current $75,867 ARV at a 70% discount at 1,225 square feet at $17 for a moderate rehab. Your rehab budget's going to be $20,825. Your $10,000 fee is built in. So your maximum allowable offer on this property is going to be just over $22,000. You will then in turn, market this property at a minimum of $32,000 to your cash buyers. Now, this is for a rehab property or a fix and flip opportunity. If this is going to be a landlord, buy and hold situation, we'll plug the numbers into the rehab calculator for rentals. So we'll take the 75,000, plug that in there. We'll put the square footage in here. The repairs of $17 a square foot, same as what we have over here. What we're going to want to need to do is we're going to need to find the potential rent estimate. So Zillow is a great place to find, they're very accurate on their rent estimates, from what I've seen. So we'll plug that 855 into our tool right here. And your percent of rent for held back for expenses, you're going to want that number to be a minimum of 40%. In some areas it may be as high as 50 to 60%, depending on the area. Now, your desired return on investment, your buyers are going to want around the 10 to 12% mark. So if we keep that number at 10%, your annual cash flow on this property would just be over $6,100. You're going to plug in your wholesale fee, and then you're going to want to get this number, the average, closing costs for your area. In some, volume markets, it's going to be lower. In other markets, it may be a little bit higher. But, for my market, it's right at about $1,200. Your maximum allowable offer is going to be just under $30,000. And then you'll look to sell that to your cash buyer for just under $40,000. I'm going to put a link to this calculator in the description. Feel free to use it, play with it. I recommend, pulling, numbers for deals that you've worked on in the past, and just kind of, getting familiar with, determining the average, price and plugging that in over here, and, coming up with, your maximum allowable offer and going from there, and just getting a good feel for how the tool works, and and then start making offers. The more offers you make, the more deals you will lock up. That's it for this tutorial, guys. If you have any questions, comment below and we will try to get those answered for you. Thanks so much.